Hello everybody, welcome back to For You. My name is Reese.
And I'm Laura.
And today, Laura? Which one would you prefer today?
Laura. Hello.
Let's go with Laura. Today's article is called Why Magical Matsu Should Be Your Next Island Adventure.
Wow.
Have you been to Matsu?
No, I think you have to get there by boat or airplane, I think.
I would like to go. This year I went to Jinmen and it was quite fun, but I haven't been to Matsu.
去金门划龙舟, right?
Exactly. It was very fun and you can see China from there. I think the same is true.
So close.
Yeah, it's very, very close to China. So let's talk about islands in general before we get into our article. Do you know what is the biggest island in the world?
No.
No?
The biggest island? No, I don't.
Well, apart from Australia, which is an island, but it's also a continent.
Right?
I think Greenland is the biggest island.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
It's huge.
I had no idea.
Greenland is it's not a country, it actually belongs to Denmark, but it's a huge island close to Canada. Taiwan is an island.
Yay, but we're not that big compared to other islands.
Kind of small.
Right.
I'm also from an island.
Oh, 真的啊?
Yeah, the UK.
Oh, 对啊.
Well, Great Britain is the name of the island I'm from. The country is the UK. Well, let's get into our article about the magical Matsu Islands.
Reading.
Why magical Matsu should be your next island adventure. With their beautiful views and quiet ways of life, all of Taiwan's offshore island regions are worth visiting. Matsu, however, is something really special. This chain of 36 islands can be reached by plane or boat. Just off the Chinese coast, it is a place caught between two worlds. The region's political and religious importance make it a fascinating place to visit. The Matsu Islands are named after the Taiwanese sea goddess Mazu. In one story, Mazu's body was found on a beach there after she drowned trying to save her father. You'll find her tomb at Matsu Temple in Magang, where a huge festival is held every spring. Life on Matsu changed a lot after 1949. With just 19 kilometers of water separating the island chain from China, it was under constant threat of attack. Impressive forts were built all over the islands to defend them. Today, they're a window into an exciting chapter in Matsu's past.
All right, so today's article begins with their beautiful views and quiet ways of life, all of Taiwan's offshore island regions are worth visiting.
Sure.
For sure. I've been to many, but not all of them.
Right.
And they're all offshore. Let's look at this word. The word offshore can be broken into two parts, off and shore. If something is offshore, it means it is away from the shore or the coast. An offshore island means an island some distance away from the main country.
没错，今天我们要带大家去看看，哇，台湾很美的地方。一开始文章就提到，所有台湾的近海的这个岛的区域都非常值得一去看看哦。因为呢，他们有美丽的风景和宁静的生活模式。其中提到的 offshore 这个形容词就是近海的或是离岸的这样的意思啦。
And if you work offshore, that means you work at a place that is not on the mainland. We have another word, region. Region is a noun and a region is an area. Region is not a specific term and it doesn't have strict boundaries. A region can be a small part of a country, or it could be a collection of countries in the same area. Here's an example sentence. My grandfather was born in the northern region of England, but we're not sure exactly where.
OK， 那刚刚的句子还提到一个非常重要的字，就是 region， 就是地区、区域，它是个名词。比方像是我可以提到 severe winter weather is expected in the northern region of the country， 就是这个国家的北部地区预期将会有寒冬哦。 那 region 其实还可以用来表示可能一个国家里面有什么特色啊，或者以什么为闻名的地区，像是 a wine region 就是葡萄酒的产区啦，或者是 mountainous regions 就是指山区。
Well, the article continues by telling us more about Matsu. Matsu, however, is something really special. This chain of 36 islands can be reached by plane or boat.
对呀，我刚刚就说过，因为去那边要坐船，我还印象哦。然而，马祖是一个非常特别的区域哦。马祖列岛所涵括的36座岛屿，要搭飞机或者是搭船才可以到哦。其中提到的 chain 就是一系列的什么事物哦。那在本课指的就是马祖列岛。
I think they're called chains because they often come in like a line, because of the way that the Earth works. Islands often pop up in lines. Well, the article tells us more. Just off the Chinese coast, it is a place caught between two worlds.
没错，片语呢提到的 be caught between 就是指夹在什么什么之间。Two worlds 在本课这两个世界指的是哪两个呢？就是台湾跟中国。所以其实马祖刚好是位于台湾跟中国之间，而且它离大陆海岸非常近。
Well, the article continues. The region's political and religious importance make it a fascinating place to visit. Oh, I would like to go.
Yay!
Political. It's interesting for its political reasons. Let's discuss what this word means. So, the noun politics is the name of the study of, or the practice of, governing a country. That means the people who run the country, like the president and governors, are doing politics as their job. Politics is about controlling what happens in a country. Political is the adjective form of politics. It means relating to politics. Here's an example sentence. The country was having political problems because people did not trust the president.
这地区的政治还有宗教的重要性，使马祖变成一个非常吸引人的地方哦，所以大家可以去看看哦。我们来看一下 political， 它是一个形容词，就是政治的。通常我们会提到政治，就是会用 politics，OK？ 那 political 可以怎么用呢？像 political party 就是政党啦，或者是 political leader 政治领袖，还有political power 就是政治权力哦。好，我们来用 political 造个句子吧。Education is now a major political issue， 意思就是教育现在是一个非常重要的政治议题。
It is. Politics affects everything in our lives. There was another word here about why Matsu is so fascinating because of its religious reasons. Religious is an adjective with the noun form being religion. A religion is a set of beliefs in a god or gods. So religious is anything to do with those beliefs. If you are a religious person, you believe in some kind of god. Churches and temples are religious places, and many countries have different kinds of religious ceremonies. So here's an example sentence. Some people are not allowed to drink tea and coffee for religious reasons.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's true.
Okay, religious 它是一个形容词，就是宗教的，它是源自于它的名词 religion， 就是宗教哦。那我们可能每个人都有不同的 religious beliefs， 就是宗教信仰。那我记得以前 I went to a Catholic school， 然后我们就有religious education， 就是宗教教育的这个科目哦。那再来，如果你形容某一个人很 religious， 就是表示他很虔诚哦。For example, he's deeply religious and goes to church twice a week. 哇，他每周都会去教堂做2次礼拜，所以非常虔诚。Okay, fascinating, right? We also mentioned that word.
Fascinating is a great word. If something is fascinating, that means it is very, very interesting. A story can be fascinating, and so can nature. I think space is fascinating. All that space, what's out there? We don't
Aliens, E.T.
Love it.
Okay, Interstellar. Do you love that movie?
That's a great movie.
对，星际效应。OK， 好，我们来看一下 fascinating 是什么呢？就是非常吸引人的、很迷人的，我们可以用来形容任何的人事物，是个形容词。For example, London is one of the most exciting and fascinating cities in the world.
That's right. London is super interesting. The article carries on. It says the Matsu Islands are named after the Taiwanese sea goddess, Matsu.
No wonder they sound similar. 那我现在才知道，马祖之所以被称为马祖，就是因为海神妈祖的关系哦。当我们用 name 当做动词来用，就是给什么取名字。所以我不知道原来这两个是这么有关联的。
So is the goddess Matsu something that every Taiwanese person is familiar with?
Yeah, 林默娘妈祖。
Cool. Well, the article continues. In one story, Matsu's body was found on a beach there after she drowned, trying to save her father. Okay, let's have a look at this word, drown. So drown is a verb, and to drown means to die because you are stuck underwater. Nobody can breathe underwater unless you have breathing equipment, so staying underwater too long can be very, very dangerous. Did you know the world record for a human holding their breath underwater is 22 minutes and 22 seconds? That's crazy. Here's an example sentence with drown. I nearly drowned when a huge wave crashed on top of me and pushed me underwater.
I can only hold my breath for 10 seconds. I don't know how you can do 22 minutes.
10 seconds is long, far away from 22 minutes.
And 22 seconds.
My goodness.
My gosh. 好啦，我们刚刚课文提到，就是有一个传说是说这么说的就是呢，这个马祖呢，他为了救父亲而溺水，然后被人在一个沙滩上找到他的尸体。Drown 这个动词就是淹死啊，或是溺水，溺死这样的意思。For example, in Titanic, Jack froze to death and drowned while Rose survived.
Oh yeah, there was definitely space for two
I
people.
know, I've been wondering about that.
Rose.
过去一点，然后让 Jack 躺在那上面，就不会死吗？
Good movie though.
Okay.
Very good movie.
Leonardo.
Right, the article continues with, you'll find her tomb at Matsu Temple in Magang, where a huge festival is held every spring. Okay, that sounds quite interesting. I would like to experience this. So her body is in a tomb. What's a tomb? T-O-M-B. It's a silent B. A tomb is a large room, often underground, where important people are buried when they are dead. Most people are buried in graves or their bodies are burned, but important people like kings and queens or gods are buried in big tombs with many expensive treasures. They're often quite spooky places.
OK， 所以我们如果想要去马祖的话呢，就会看到这个马祖天后宫很有名，又称为马祖净天后宫，找到马祖的墓穴哦。那每年春天的时候，其实我有查到，就是马祖农历的生日，大约那个时候呢，都会举办盛大的庆祝哦。那 tomb 就是坟墓。
Funmu.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, the article carries on with, life on Matsu changed a lot after 1949. With just 19 kilometers of water separating the island chain from China, it was under constant threat of attack. Yeah.
不过在1949年后，马祖就改变很多，仅仅距离大陆19公里的马祖列岛不断受到恐吓攻击。今天的文法很重要，就是 with 后面接受词还有受词补语，用来表示附带的动作或是状态，用来修饰主要的子句哦。那如果动作是主动的话，则要使用现在分词；如果是被动，就要改成过去分词。我们来看两个例子就很清楚啦。像是 The dance group finished its performance with all the members jumping into the air. 有没有 jumping 是现在分词？这个舞团以全体成员跳到空中结束表演。 再来我们来看一下 With all the doors and windows locked, the store is closed for the night. 这里我们是用 locked 过去分词哦。
Okay, there's another word to talk about, and it's the word threat. Threat is a noun with the verb form being threaten.
Yeah.
A threat is when you say that you are going to do something bad to somebody or hurt or even kill them. Threats are not nice things. Here's an example. When celebrities do bad things, sometimes people send them death threats through the internet.
真的，我觉得那超恐怖的。Don't do that. Okay, threat 就是恐吓啦、威胁啦。OK， 那它的动词就是 threaten， 同样也是恐吓的意思。比方像是 Jack's parents carried out their threat to take away his cell phone if his grades didn't improve. Jack 的父母威胁说，如果你成绩没有进步，我就要没收你的手机哦。那课文提到的是 be under threat of something 就是受到什么什么的威胁。
Let's not threaten people.
No.
Right, the article continues. Impressive forts were built all over the islands to defend them. What's a fort and what is defend? Let's look at those words. First, we have the word fort, F-O-R-T. It's a large building, like a castle, that is used in battles or wars. There are some really cool forts in England that were used hundreds of years ago, and they're still there today.
好，我们来看一下马祖到处被令人印象深刻的堡垒包围着来做防卫的目的哦。Fort 就是有堡垒这样子的意思哦，它是个名词。
That second character of 堡垒 is very interesting to look at.
对啊，填。
And 土。
土，对啊，
Wow,
再加个土。
Very special character. Okay, let's talk about the word defend. The verb to defend means to keep something safe from being hurt or killed. If you are a soldier, your job is to defend your country. If your friend is being bullied at school, you could defend them by protecting them from the bully. Here's an example. The US has promised to defend Taiwan if China ever starts a war.
Wow, OK， 我们来看一下 defend 这个动词就是保卫啦，或者是防卫哦。比方像是 they are fighting to defend their beliefs or their interests. OK， 他们为这个捍卫自己的信仰啊，或者是他们的利益而战。或者你还可以说 I'm going to karate lessons to learn how to defend myself. OK， 我们知道这个空手道 karate， OK， 它就是可以怎么样学会自我防卫。
Okay, back to the article. Today, they're a window into an exciting chapter in Matsu's past. They're talking about the forts.
OK， 现在呢，他们是了解马祖过去历史的一扇窗哦，所以可以让这个观者跟过去时空产生连结哦。Chapter 在这里指的是历史的阶段或者是篇章哦。
So knowing that these islands have forts, we can assume that they were built for a reason to protect the island and the people that were there. Very interesting. Well, after reading all of that, I really want to go to Matsu.
Same here.
I think places that were involved in wars in the past are usually quite interesting to visit because of their historical significance.
Nice.
Well, that's all for that article for today. Let's go to our For You chat question.
For You chat. Here's a For You chat question. Which of Taiwan's offshore islands do you think is the most interesting and why?
Okay, I have been to Xiaoliuqiu, I've been to Ludao,
我都没去过
I've been to Jinmen. I haven't been to Lanyu or Matsu or Penghu, right, is the other one?
我以为你要说彭于晏。
I haven't been
favorite
to...
actor.
So, of the ones that I've been to, I think
Right?
Ludao, Green Island,
真的吗？
it was beautiful.
啊，是哦。
Yeah, we hired scooters and we drove around the island
骑
and
车环
there was,
岛
yeah, it was beautiful. And there was one kind of rock that sticks out into the ocean and it looks
Wow.
like a lady lying on her back.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking.
It's so pretty. And they even have a hot spring on the top of a hill that looks out over the ocean.
cool.
It's very beautiful. And Green Island has an interesting history too, because it's where Taiwan used to send its prisoners.
I was going to say, yeah.
So there's like an old prison there that you can go in and explore, and it's creepy. Yeah, it's creepy, but it's very, very interesting.
I wouldn't want to explore there.
What about you, Laura? Which islands have you been to?
I haven't been to any of those. 我真的不是台湾人吧？没有啦，因为他刚刚呛我说你是台湾人吗 ？Okay, I do want to visit 小琉球，因为那个风景 I've seen people posting a lot of beautiful pictures on their Instagram. I'm like, oh my god, I have to go there.
It's really pretty, and you can see turtles swimming in the sea.
Cute.
Very, very cute. Well, maybe you can go in the summer break. All right, well, that's all for today's article. You guys can think about this question too. Taiwan has many islands. Which ones do you think are the most interesting, and why? We'll be back tomorrow for more about Matsu. We'll see you then.
Vocabulary Review. Region. The southern regions of the country have received little rain this year. Political. The president will speak at a political event that will be attended by his supporters. Religious. People who have religious freedom have the right to believe in whatever they want. Drown. The boat sank and several people drowned in the ocean. Threat. The government's new education policy has put a number of schools under threat of being closed. Defend. Gordon built a high wall around his house to defend it from thieves.
智慧小补帖
Offshore. Fascinating. Tomb. Fort.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是www.english4u.net www.english4u.net